Do you know what I like to do in response to John Mangini's 900 subscriber contest? I like to look at some baseball cards. Actually, we're going to look at some photos and postcards. But John does that as well. So I think this is going to be okay. So I've been sorting a bunch of things lately and found some large top loaders, and we're just going to go through them. I got a bunch of stuff, some things you've seen, one thing you've not seen, which is particularly rare, and which is why I'm wearing this glove. So, I'm going to try and go through this quickly because there's a lot of stuff to go through. But starting off, 1913 Fatima cigarettes. I'm going to try and avoid the glare as much as possible. And this, of course, has Honus Wagner and a few other notables. But it also, I'm trying to find him on here. And there's a guy right in the bottom by name Menser. So he's one of the early Jewish players. That's really why I picked it up. Paid a fair amount for it because it's got Wagner on it, but that's why I picked that up. Then we got a 65 World Series ticket, Koufax. This is, I'm going to try and show these, but this is Paul Goldschmidt's debut ticket. There's 3 tickets stuffed in here for the Israeli Baseball League. This was started in 2007. So 3 tickets to the first game of that league. We have a few Mogberg checks. I'm just happy to honestly have all this organized. It's been a little too long. And I'm going to try not to disorganize it as I flip through things. Some Buddy Meyer autos, photos. A reported Jew, later to be disproven. And a large premium. We have Harry Chosen. 1 at-bat in the majors. Incredibly kind of sad story behind that. Basically, the Reds didn't want Jews on their baseball team. 2 Bob Berman autos. A couple of Lou Boudreau autos. And I realize you're seeing everything backwards, but that's the fun of doing things this way. Sammy Bone. Had a long career and is largely forgotten. Same with this individual, New York Giants catcher Harry Danning. Got 2 signed photos of his. Cal Abrams. Cy Block. Sid Cohen. There's Jose Bautista, who converted later on. And Norm Sherry, I think it is. Yep. Norm Sherry. Jim Levy, one of the early 2-sport athletes, football and baseball. Jimmy Reese. Trying to read the scribbles here. Can't really read that. Barry Latman. Ike Goldstein. Trying to hold these up so you can see them. Eddie Finley. Joe Ginsberg. Al Schacht. During his playing days, later became the Clown Prince of baseball. Fred Sington. And is actually an interesting one. Marcel Marceau, mime. Saved a lot of Jews in France during the Holocaust, which is why I have that postcard or that index card. We'll get to the primary guys. A little Moberg action on a premium. A nice 30s photo here. Then we'll get into Arnovich, 1935. And we'll obviously used many years. Nice original George Burke photo. And then this is a signed George Burke photo. Get into Koufax, and then we'll end with a large stack of Hank Greenberg. I have a number of these. This is actually a pretty, I don't want to say rare, but usually a more expensive postcard. This is a 66 World Series postcard. Has all of the World Series stats, regular season stats, through the 66 season. Of course, then he retired. I have 1, 2, 3 of those signed. Then, of course, we have some Hall of Fame postcards. Some of these, as I go through them, are authenticated. Some are not. This photo is, in particular. And I like that as an early Brooklyn photo. It was actually cut out of one of the media guides or annual guides, whatever. So it was interesting to kind of keep that. This is through the 55 season with 42 innings pitched and a 3 ERA. Just some standard postcards. This one was mailed in 1964, which is kind of fun. A little stat back card there from 62. Dodgers postcard. Another Dodgers postcard. Alright, so now let's get into the real meat of all of these larger ones. This is how much we've gone through already. Alright, so we'll start with some premiums for Greenberg with Bill Dickey. We have 2 of those. This obviously has a hole in it. You can see a nice little bit of light at the top and the bottom. But it was cheap. Then we got a nice little variety. I have 3 of the 4 varieties for this particular premium. So there's one variety. So you see the outline signature with stamping on the bottom. You have the non-outline signature, fine pen, and then back to the outline signature, but no marking on the bottom. So that's a type 1, a type 2, and a type 4. The type 2 is particularly difficult to get, which is the one that is not outlined. A few more premiums of the same ilk. 3 copies of those. Some exhibits. We got 3 of these. And one, Very Truly Yours, much more difficult to get. This random photo card. An all-time greats from the 70s postcard. Not filled out. And a Perez Steel, obviously unsigned, from 1980. This is the limited to 10,000 set. We're going to get some other postcards. This one is postmarked October 3rd, 1935. the Detroit Tigers before they won the World Series. I like this because it's before they won the World Series. And then this one is October 9th, 1935, which is when this is sent. And the note on it to the recipient is, "This is the team that beat the Cubs." And so another Detroit Tigers. If you look on the back, if you can read backwards, you can read that. And this is the same card, just a blank back. Now we have a whole stack of autos with a non-auto to end. Again, the reason for the glove. Nice government postcard, 1946. Signed on the back of Hall of Fame postcard. Team picture signed. Some of these aren't signed, but this is just a kind of fantasy card made in 2013 or 12, whatever. I just thought it was a cool image. It was inexpensive. Here's an advertisement for Louisville Slugger with Hank Greenberg, Ernie Lombardi, and Jimmy Fox. This is 1938-39 advertisement. A little bit closer. Another Hall of Fame postcard signed on the back. And another one. And then here's a really nice image on this. And then we have a nice Bob Feller postcard signed by Greenberg on the back in pencil. Some index cards. Kind of have a stack of these. Kind of in a bulk deal. So, just a bunch of Hank Sigs. An interesting little note that's just signed HG to a fan. Written in 1980. And then here is an envelope that was sent in 1985, so just before he passed in 86. The inside information. But that's written in Greenberg's hand. So, interesting little piece there. And now we're down to the final item. And again, as I said at the beginning of this video, this is a very, very rare item. This is the type of thing that you'd find on John Mangini's channel. So, myself and the two other Greenberg collectors here on YouTube. This is the third one any of us has ever seen. The other two were purchased by B. Ross 6. This one actually popped up on eBay for an insanely low price, because I just don't see any of these, including this variety, but the more common ones as well. And that is, and I will take this out of its top loader, which I have it in, so I can properly show it to you. That is Hank Greenberg pennant. Mid-30s. This is the third one any of us that has been located and purchased. So I was lucky enough to see that get listed on eBay and jump all over it for a lot less than it should have, a significant amount less than it should have. And actually there's a number of other ones that were listed. Fortunately, Jericho 941 IMI Mike was able to purchase the other ones because he was also working on trying to get the pennants together as well. So again, we're ending with a John Mangini type of item. I don't know how many of these were made and how many still exist, but it is not a lot, because this is definitely being cloth, with the printing on the cloth. Not a whole lot of these are left, because they were made to be enjoyed, put on clothing, put on hats, put on sticks, all different types of things. So having that and adding to the collection, I was very happy to find it, and was able to put this together as something that's worthy of an entry into this particular giveaway. So that's what I got for you this time around. And until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this community. Whether you're making videos, including responses, watching, commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.